Hello everyone. So today's video I'm excited to do because I'm going to be doing a declutter. I know, I can't believe it. I'm going to try it and see. I've never done a declutter here on my channel, mainly because I'm afraid that I'm going to be way too indecisive on camera. I obviously do declutters very often on my own time because there's tons of makeup that comes in and leaves my collection. Not in a bad way, just because I'd rather pass on things that I'm not using when they're still new and not old. That way people can enjoy them. But a lot of people that I've been watching on YouTube, like people that I'm subscribed to, they have been doing declutters, and I wanted to go ahead and try it myself. I'm feeling a little bit inspired, so I thought, why not go for it? So let's start with my highlighters. I feel like my highlighters, here's just a quick glimpse of them. This might be better. I feel like they've gotten a little bit out of hand. I have both liquid, creams, and powder highlighters. So I think what I'm going to do is start with my creams and liquids first, and then we will move on to powders. So first off, I do have this one from Winky Lux, and this one is 100% going to be staying. And this one is in the shade Bubbles. It is absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. Sorry, I'm not used to like this frame. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. It's absolutely stunning, and I'm hands down going to keep this one. It's really, really beautiful. I love it during the summertime, so that one is going to stay. Another one that's going to stay is my Merit Beauty Cream Highlighter. This one is in the shade Kava. It's also very beautiful. Here it is right here. It's also very beautiful, perfect for summer. It's very, very lightweight on the skin. So that's going to be one that I'm definitely going to keep. Also, this one's very new to me, so I'm definitely going to keep this one around. I had actually been wanting to try out this Florence by Mills highlighter for the longest time. And this is in the shade Self Love. For some reason, this one had been sold out at Ulta for a really, really long time. So here is what this one looks like. It's this really beautiful glaze on the skin, and I am so glad that when I recently went to Ulta, they actually had it in stock. And so you can see here just how shiny all of these highlighters look on the skin. They really do almost give like a glazed look to the skin. So I'm definitely keeping all three of those. Next up, I do have this Milani liquid highlighter. This is a new one that came out this year. This is the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush Highlight in the shade Luminoso. So this was kind of supposed to be like a liquid blush, but I mainly use it as a blush topper, and I am going to be keeping this one. Here it is right here. I am going to be keeping this one because, again, it's just super stunning as blush, and I really like placing it on top of a like peachy, corally looking blush. So I'm going to be keeping all of those. Okay, so similarly to that Winky Lux highlighter is this one from Flower Beauty. This is the Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. I'm also going to be keeping this one because this one just looks absolutely stunning on the skin. This one is in the shade Day Glow. And at first I thought about decluttering this one, but I like to have a lot of different options, especially to recommend. Because I like to always try to recommend really nice options for you guys, especially at a drugstore price. And that one is more affordable actually than the Winky Lux. So if the Winky Lux one is a little bit too much for you, then maybe go for the Flower Beauty one. All right, then this one. This one is from AOA Studio or from Shop Miss A. This is the Velour highlighter in the shade Clumsy. So I don't know about this one, you guys. It's so beautiful, and this kind of reminds me a lot of like a ColourPop Super Shock shadow. I mean, you can just see here how beaming this looks. I also really love that it's like a rose gold kind of color, so it is a little bit more unique to my collection. but I'm gonna put this one in the maybe because I have the Winky Lux one, I have the one from Flower Beauty. It's very, very stunning, and or those are both very stunning. So I'm gonna put this one in the maybe pile. So one that's very similar is actually this one from ColourPop. This is from the Tinkerbell collection. This is called Happy Thoughts. So it's a Super Shock highlighter. However, it's kind of similar to the Milani one where it has like a pinky base to it. So it can look really, really well kind of as a blush topper. So here's the one from ColourPop, and then of course this is that one from Shop Missy. So this one almost feels like it's a cream version of the Milani one. Very, very stunning. I know that I'm going to keep this one simply because I also just enjoy the packaging. I thought this was one of the best Disney collections that ColourPop has done, so I am going to be keeping that one. And then as far as like another like stick kind of cream highlighter, I have this one from Hard Candy, and this is called the Face Off Highlight, and I have the shade Champagne Breakfast. So I feel like I'm also going to be keeping this one. So here's that one. Sorry for these like really weird swatches, but here's this one. It's also just super stunning. This one is more of that kind of, it's almost more of an icy highlight, especially in comparison to these more rose gold ones. But yes, I do enjoy this one also. And again, I love Hard Candy as a brand. I love how affordable they are. So I am going to be keeping that one. And then I think my final cream highlight is this one from Jason Wu. And this you can find at Target. This is in the shade Opal, and it's just called their Opal Stick. First off, I love the way that this smells. It smells like vanilla cupcakes. But this one is more of an iridescent. And here's the thing. It's absolutely beautiful, as you can see in the swatch, but I just feel like I don't reach for this one. And as beautiful as it is, I don't know, like, it's very stunning, don't get me wrong, but like, when am I reaching for something like this, you know? So this one's gonna be in the maybe pile because I'm just not sure. Like, do I want, like, am I ever really wearing products like this, you know? But something to keep in mind is that Jason Wu one is very unique. So there's that. One that I think I will declutter is this one from Shop Missy again. This is called the Glow Within Illuminating Powder, and it's in the shade Wish on a Star. So at first I thought this would be more of like a finishing powder, but it is a highlighter. So here it is swatched out. It's this really beautiful kind of yellowy golden highlighter. Very, very beautiful, but I think I'm gonna pass on this only because I think I could probably give this to someone else that they'll enjoy it a little bit more. And as beautiful as this is, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. One that I'm definitely going to be keeping is this one from Fenty. This is the Freestyle Highlighter Duo in the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Really, really love this one. It is a highlight duo. And this is a really beautiful formula. One side is a little bit more smooth, and then the other side is a powder. Definitely going to be keeping this one. I absolutely love the more like glittery looking side, so going to be keeping this one. Another one that I'm going to be keeping is this one from Fenty Beauty as well. This is the Diamond Balm in the shade How Many Carats. So this is pretty old in my collection, but Lauren Mae Beauty recently spoke about this product, and it really is super unique. So there it is, kind of that really, really glittery shade at the top there. And Lauren Mae Beauty spoke about this one, and it is really, really unique. It's very, very beautiful. It's perfect as kind of a way to top the eyes. It's also a really great way to just kind of, I don't know, divvy up an eye look. So I definitely am planning on keeping that one. One that I'm also going to keep is this one from Undone Beauty. This is called the Nonzer, and I'm kind of confused by that name. I think maybe it's called that because it's not a bronzer, I guess. I don't know. But now that I think about it, because I have this product from Undone, I think I can probably declutter that Jason Wu. I think I can, because you can see here that there is this purple shade right here. Wow, these are just so stunning. And I feel like they're also just really, really showing up really well because my hand is a little damp from like removing all these swatches. So because I have this one and I have like this purple shade, I am going to go ahead and declutter the Jason Wu Opal Stick, because I just think that I would much prefer to have the one from Undone, because it does have those more like everyday colors for highlighters. And yes, I just think I'll use that one more over the Jason Wu one. Okay, another one that I've had in my collection for so long. This is honestly probably getting old, and I don't think I'm going to declutter it just because of that, because it still performs, you know, very well. So I'm most likely going to keep it. But this is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe palette. And again, these have a more like champagne-y color, a more rose gold color, and then a like straight up just gold color. Very beautiful formula. Really, really enjoy this product. I think it's one of the best products from Flower Beauty. So definitely plan on keeping that one. One I'm also most definitely going to keep is this Rare Beauty highlighter. I do have the shade Mesmerize. This is the more rose gold one. I really want the shade Enlighten because I want that specifically for my inner corner. I've heard most people really, really enjoy that one for that. So here is the one in the shade Mesmerize. Definitely keeping this one. It is a beautiful, beautiful highlighter formula. You're probably thinking like, okay, Sabrina, which ones are you decluttering? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have really, really curated my collection. I know it's still a rather large collection, but I don't hold on to stuff, like I said, that I don't enjoy. So the ones that I'm decluttering today, they're just ones that I've kind of had some time to think about, and I've come down to, let's go ahead and declutter them. And so I'm not gonna have a crazy declutter. This is just a way for you to kind of see my highlight collection, and then also as I'm going through it, also kind of decluttering as I go. Another thing as well, I buy all of this makeup myself. Of course, I'm a smaller channel, so I don't receive PR or anything like that. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. I have purchased all of this myself, and anything that I'm giving away, I'm either, if it was like costly, I would try to sell it on Poshmark, or I will definitely give it to friends or family. One that I am going to declutter is this one from Ofra. This is the Ofra by Samantha March highlighter in the shade Start Inspired. This is really beautiful, but I am just not really into Ofra anymore. I don't know, I just feel like they have become a little bit more controversial in the last few years, and not that so it's these swatches right here. Not that I'm like a super conscious consumer. I mean, there's probably tons of brands out there that do some shady stuff that I still partake in, but I have also just not really been interested in purchasing anything recently from Ofra. Like, they haven't really come out with anything that I've wanted anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one, and maybe someone else will get more use out of this. Okay, one that I'm gonna keep only because it's still fairly new to my collection is this one from JCat. This is the You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter, and this is in the shade Crimson Gleam. First off, just look at how beautiful this is. This is so pretty. I use this mainly as a highlight, but also primarily as a blush topper but it can be used as a highlighter too. So there it is. It's very, very beautiful. I absolutely love things that are like more versatile, and this is definitely one of them. So I am going to go ahead and keep this one also because it is still fairly new to my collection. One that I actually forgot about is my Charlotte Tilbury highlight wand in the shade Spotlight. I forgot about it because it's in my Shop My Stash. Here it is right here. That is a very dense swatch of this product, but definitely keeping this. It is absolutely stunning. And so I think it's really, really beautiful. I understand the hype of the highlight wand for sure. The other ones, not so much, but I will give you the highlight wand. It's very, very beautiful, very easy to use. It lasts really well throughout the day on the skin. So definitely going to be keeping that one. Okay, one that I'm very sad to say, but I think I'm going to declutter it, is this one from Haus Labs. Really beautiful packaging. This is the Bio Radiance Gel Powder Highlighter in the shade Peach Quartz. It's so stunning though. Like, it is so, so beautiful. But for some reason, I mean, and I'm gonna fall in love with this all over again in the swatch because look at how stunning this is. It is so, so beautiful. The issue that I have with this though is that it doesn't look like this on the skin. It really doesn't show up very well. It also fades just so quickly on the skin. And as beautiful as this is, I'm gonna try to sell this one on my Poshmark. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. It's very, very lightly used. Again, this is in the shade Peach Quartz. Really beautiful packaging, but I'm just not a fan. Like, again, swatched out, it looks absolutely stunning, but it's one of those things where I don't see it actually looking like that on my skin. One that's very similar to that JCat one, and again, it's from Haus Labs, is the Bio Radiance Gel Powder Highlighter in Rose Quartz. This one, however, I do really like, and I think because I use it for a different reason. I use this one as, again, a blush topper. So this one is very similar to the JCat one, except this one definitely has more of a blue base to it, so it's more of like an actual pink color. Very, very stunning. I love just kind of how brightening this actually looks on the skin. So definitely going to be keeping that one. Another one that I'm keeping is going to be this product from Wet n Wild. I actually had this in my chopping block, and just by the way, this is called the Hello Halo Blush Lighter, and it's in the shade I Met Someone. So I actually had this on my chopping block, and I decided to go ahead and pull it back out to test it out, and I'm so glad that I did because, I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful. Again, this one is perfect as a blush like topper, and then of course this as a highlighter. So very, very beautiful. I love this formula. Wet n Wild just makes really, really great highlighters, so I am going to be keeping that one. Another one that I'm going to be keeping is this one from Natasha Denona. This is the Super Glow highlighter, and I've had this one for ages. It's probably on its last legs. I have the shade 01 Fair, but it is just so, so pretty. I mean, here it is. This also, let me do a better swatch. I'm sorry, I don't want to make it look like super crazy because my hands are still kind of wet, but here it is. It is just so, so beautiful, and it's one of those things where the formula is just so nice and smooth, and it still smells okay, and it still performs okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this one, and that is everything in this bin here. So I am from this round here. Let's see. So honestly, not too bad. In this round here, I decluttered 4. Well, let me get these better in frame. I've decluttered 4, so not too shabby in my opinion. And then I still have that AOA Studio one in the chopping block. And then these are the rest of my powder highlighters. Okay, so I have this one. This is from Benefit. This is the Dandelion Twinkle. First off, it smells absolutely divine. It has that beautiful Benefit box blushes and highlighter scent to it. Here's what it looks like on the skin. It's definitely kind of like an Essence Pure Nude vibe. It's very, very light on the skin, and it's very beautiful. However, I feel like I just don't reach for this one that much. However, I also like the fact that it's kind of more of a lighter formula. So I think I'm gonna put this one in the maybe, just because I'm not sure, again, if I can justify how little I use it as a way to keep it. So we'll see. This is another one from Benefit. This is Benefit Cookie, very infamous, very, very beautiful. It's also very blinding. And I mean, this is like almost like as blinding as it can get. I mean, it is so beaming, as you can see there. Very, very stunning. I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. Another one that I'm going to be keeping is this one from Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay Shimmering Light in the shade Rose Gold Glow. Really, really enjoy this one. It has such a beautiful, beautiful formula. It's very nice and smooth. Here it is right there. Wow. Like, I mean, literally compared to Cookie, it's like as if nothing is blinding enough. But here is the Tarte one. Again, in the shade Rose Gold Glow. Definitely going to be keeping this one. Another one that I'm going to be keeping is this one from Bobbi Brown. I picked this up randomly from, I think, TJ Maxx. This is the highlighting powder in the shade Pink Glow. Very, very beautiful. This is definitely kind of like a rose gold kind of highlighter. It definitely has like that rosy tone to it. Here it is. It's very, very stunning, and I haven't had it in my collection that long, so I definitely want to try out this Bobbi Brown formula some more. And then we have this one from MAC. Again, I think I got this randomly from TJ Maxx. This is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Double Gleam. Definitely going to be keeping this one. It's so stunning. This is a classic from MAC for sure, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that one. I need to pull that one into a Shop My Stash very soon. And then we have the infamous Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. The infamous. This is what I feel like made highlighters alive, very viral. I mean, this is one of the best highlighters to ever exist. Fight me, if you will. No, I'm just joking. This is just so beautiful. I mean, it's this one right here. It is just such a beautiful color for one. It's also very beaming. It doesn't emphasize a lot of texture because it just goes onto the skin like glass. So really keeping this one mainly because it's a good formula, of course, but it's also just very nostalgic. I want to have it in my collection. Another one that I'm going to be keeping is this one from Milani. This is one of the baked highlighters, and this is in the shade Dolce Perla. It's very, very beautiful, and really enjoy the baked formula from Milani. They do it very, very well. So definitely going to be keeping that one. And this one is tricky. So this is a Pixi highlighter duo that I have. This is the Glowy Glossamer Duo, or Glowy Gossamer Duo, in the shade Delicate Dew. I really want to keep this one, but here's the thing. This formula reminds me so much of the Flower Beauty one. I mean, so much so. It reminds me so much of the formula from Undone Beauty. It's this one right here, these two, that I don't feel like I need all of those. And if I'm being honest, I'm always going to reach for those more than I'm going to reach for this one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Like, I can't believe it. It's so good, you guys. But honestly, like I said, it reminds me so much of the Flower Beauty palette as well as the Undone one. So going to do that. it's very good. It is very, very good. Nothing to do with the formula, but everything to do with the fact that it gets overlooked, and I truly think that it could go to someone else. It's also pretty old, so I might just further investigate that one. One that I'm 100% keeping, and I actually need to pull it out very soon, but it is a little bit of an icier tone on me. This is from Pat McGrath. It's the Skin Fetish Divine Glow Highlighter in the shade Lunar Allure. Here is what this one looks like. Super, super stunning. And this one, like I said, is so, so beautiful, but it definitely feels more like a winter or fall kind of highlighter because of the fact that it's a little bit more icy on my skin, but I'm definitely keeping that one. I also haven't had it very long. Another one that I'm keeping is the Nabla highlighter in the shade Ozone. This one is so, so beautiful. Again, very similar to that, like Pixie one and the Flower Beauty one, as in it's like so, so smooth on the skin. So going to keep that one. Another one that I'm going to be keeping, I'm so, so sorry if you're upset at this declutter, but like I said, again, this is a way for you to kind of take a look at my highlighter collection, and also I did declutter some, so there's that. This is the Pillow Talk Multi Glow, in the shade Romance Light. So this actually got a pretty bad rap. I feel like a lot of people were very displeased with this one, but I really like it. Like, I think it's really, really pretty. It's kind of one of those things where you have to be okay with some glitter. So here is it swatched like all together. Like, I mixed all of them together. But if you like swatch them separately, you can kind of tell that they're gonna look a little bit more glittery, or maybe that this formula is not super blinding. But yes, I'm keeping this one. I love the packaging as well, and I do enjoy the formula. I really, really do. And then I think it's my final powder highlighter is this one from Wet n Wild. It's definitely going to be keeping this one as well. This is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. And this is more of a peachy tone, and I'm really glad that I at least have this one, because with me decluttering the House Labs Peach Quartz highlighter, at least I have this one that will kind of be that peachy tone highlight in my collection. Okay, so I lied. I do have more cream and liquid highlighters. I have this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild makeup stick. It's a highlighting stick, and it's in the shade When the Nude Strikes. I need to continue testing this one out. It looks super beautiful, but I don't enjoy, or I didn't enjoy, like the blush formula in this one, because I noticed that it broke apart really badly throughout the day. But I of course love the bronzer formula, so I'm going to keep testing this one, so I'm going to keep that one for now. Another one that I have from Wet n Wild is this Hello Halo. I don't know why I bought this, but I did. This is in the shade Halo Goodbye. I don't know about this one. It's so, so pretty, but as you'll see, I also have the Rare Beauty highlighters, so I'm not sure, but here it is. It looks absolutely stunning. And I don't know if I've ever used this. I might have used this, I'm not sure, but here it is swatched out. It definitely kind of has like that iridescence to it, so it may even be pretty unique to have around. So I'm not sure about this one. Like, the fact that I'm not sure makes me want to kind of declutter it, but it also looks really pretty, so I don't know. Another one that I have is this one from Catrice. This is the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in the shade Supreme Rose Beam. It's a beautiful rosy highlighter. And this one again is very, very blinding. So I think I'll probably save this one as well, or keep this one rather, because I do really enjoy having like different brands in my collection, and I like that I don't have a lot from Catrice, so the fact that I have this highlighter is nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one as well. Okay, and then I have these two from Rare Beauty, and this is partly why I'm thinking about decluttering the Wet n Wild one, because like I said, I have these. So the first shade that I have is Enlighten, which this is the one that I want in the powder highlighter. So this one is so stunning. So here's Enlighten. It's very beautiful. And then I do also have the shade Mesmerize, which I will swatch for you right now. So there's this one, which I did a very done swatch of this one. So yeah, I'm keeping these. I mean, these are so pretty, and I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Wet n Wild one. Okay, and then I have one last highlighter. So this is the last item. This is from ColourPop. This is the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Flip Flop. So this is so stunning, and whenever I saw that this released at Ulta, it's all that I wanted. I wanted to pick this up, and every time I went in store, I saw that it was out of stock. So I literally placed an order on ColourPop's website for some things, and then I added this to the cart, and I really haven't used this. It is a little bit deep because it's very goldy. For some reason, I thought it was gonna match me a little bit better. Of course, I'm pretty tan right now. That it probably fits me okay. I don't know about this one. Like, it is pretty gold on me. So let me analyze right now what I'm decluttering. Okay, so I'm decluttering the Pixie one. I'm also decluttering this one from Shop Miss A. I'm decluttering this Ofra one. So there's that one. I'm also decluttering the Jason Wu Opal Stick. I'm also going to declutter the Wet n Wild Hello Halo. And I decided to go ahead and declutter this one from AOA Studio. So that's 2, 4, 6 highlighters that I decluttered. I mean, I feel like that's an okay job. I don't know, because let me count how many highlighters I have in total. Okay, so I have a total of 31 highlighters, and I forgot as well that I did decide to also declutter the House Labs highlighter. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 that I'm decluttering, and I have 31. And then also I didn't count this one because I use this more as a blush, so I didn't count that as a highlighter. I'm like, do I want to declutter any more? I feel like I should, but I'm also like, don't declutter just to declutter. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and, oh my gosh, why am I struggling so much? This is why, no, I think I'm gonna keep this one. I don't have a lot of non-beaming highlighters, so I'm gonna keep that one. And then really the one that I'm kind of on the fence on is this ColourPop one. I mean, it's so pretty. I also really enjoy the ColourPop formula, but is that too deep for me? It really might be. Well, it also really may not be. Let me compare it. So let me compare it to the Tarte one. So here's the Tarte one. I mean, that's also a little bit deep, so that. And then let me compare it to the ABH one. Yeah, I mean, even ABH, like the Omrazy highlighter. So, God, those all look so similar, but they're so different in formula. I think I'm gonna keep the ColourPop one. I haven't had it very long. Maybe I'll put it on like a chopping block or something and just use it like a couple more times and see how I feel about it. But the last thing I wanna do is force myself to declutter something, because I'm not about that. I'm okay with having this many highlighters, especially if I love all of them. But yeah, so I'm keeping, I guess, 32 then highlighters, which is a lot, but like I said, I did declutter 7, so I didn't realize how many highlighters I had, dang. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a, what is that, thumbs up if you enjoyed, and please also subscribe. I would love to have you, but I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.